Hi, this is Trey Pastor. I wanted to do a video about Kevin Feige, who was recently at Comic-Con announced Phase 4 of the MCU, and I wanted to read more about it because it was kind of a bit crazy weekend. I went to see two movies, and there was a lot of trailers that dropped yesterday, so I had to kind of spend most of yesterday reacting to these trailers and stuff. It's on our websites, a lot of TV shows and stuff, and to The Witcher, I think, and also to HBO The Watchmen. So there was a lot of videos I had to make yesterday, so I wanted to take my time. Actually, I was reading about what happened over the weekend, part of it, and then I read about it at work, and I read about it some more when I came home from work. So I wanted to start talking about Phase 4 and the movies that are coming out. And I have my computer open here so I can read along, and so I can't I can stop stammering when I'm reading the. Of course, we know Endgame Pass advertised the #1 movie of all time. Of course, we knew that was coming. Okay, so but let's get into this Phase 4, the movies that are going to be talked about. The first movie up is going to be Scarlet Witch, or Black Widow, excuse me, Scarlet Witch. Black Widow, which opens May 1st, 2020. Okay, and it's directed by Kate Shorthan. Okay, and I believe Taskmaster is in it. I know that villain from the comics. I think I first read him in an Avengers comic book. Taskmaster, he has like photo reflexes thing, so he can basically, whatever he sees, he can mimic that action. Like if he watched, because I think in the comics they explained why he was watching videos of Captain America and all that stuff, and Hawkeye and all that stuff, and that's why he could imitate. That was his power, that he had photo reflex. Whatever he watched, he can imitate that action. So that's why he became. I don't know if they modified him over the years, Taskmaster, but I read him in an Avengers comic years ago when I was a kid. But anyway, I think he's supposed to be one of the villains in this, and I think Rachel Weisz is supposed to be in this movie as well, which is nice. I always love Rachel Weisz in this, and great to have Scarlett Johansson come back playing Black Widow, or at least a younger version of her character. Okay, and so I'm happy to sorry about that, to check that out. And I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I think, again, they should have probably made her a movie a couple of years ago, but we'll take it as it is, exact, just to see her again. And anyway, and then next up after that is November 6, 2020 is going to be The Eternals, which is, Jack Kirby. See, I know it's going to be, stars Angelina Jolie as Athena, Richard Madden from Game of Thrones as Icarus, as well as Kamal Najah, Brian Terry Henry, Salma Hayek as Ajax, Leah Mahaff, and Don Lee as Gilgamesh. Anyway, and Chloe Zhou is directing the film. Okay, and they said it's going to be, full on, Jack Kirby, that's that crazy style that he used to draw on Jack Kirby. So I'm looking forward to it again because it's Eternals, and I remember reading a little bit about the Eternals when I was reading Thor and stuff. So I know a little bit about the Eternals, not that much, but it's a new movie, and it's a comic book movie, and I like the cast. I heard they was trying to get Keanu Reeves, but I guess they didn't get him. So we'll see how this comes out. But we'll see how this comes out. And I think the next movie after that, okay, it's going to be actually a streaming service. They're going to also do a streaming thing, work on, Disney Plus comes up. Okay, it's going to be feature. I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier, starring Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, which will be in the fall of 2020. That's next year. Okay, and Mackie, he got the shield presented to him at the end of Endgame by Captain America. Okay, and they said they had a video message from Baron Zemo, actor Daniel Burrell, saying so we know he's going to be in the movie, which is a good thing. I like Daniel Burrell; he's a good actor. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that, and also, like I said, I like that interaction they had in Civil War. Sam and the Winter Soldier, that was just hilarious in the car. That was, and then next up with the thing which I'm kind of not most excited about, one of the things I'm really super excited about is going to be Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is going to have the real Mandarin in it. Okay, which is going to be awesome. Okay, and Tony Leung is going to be the real Mandarin in this, and Simi Lui, that's his name. I think I pronounced it right. He's going to play Shang-Chi, who I think is Canadian, Chinese. So I'm looking forward to that. And also Aquafina is in it. Okay, so and this film's going to be directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. Okay, so I used to read Shang-Chi, the comic book, when I was a kid. So I'm looking forward to seeing this and see how this plays out, and I can't wait to see it. And this is coming out on February 12th, 2021. So gotta wait another year and stuff. But like I said, I like the way they have everything plotted out. Okay, and they said the director gave Kevin Feige props for pushing non-white acting to the forefront. Okay, and I have to give Kevin Feige credit for that too. This MCU is multicultural and multiracial, and it represents all the, and it's a good thing. I think that's a good thing to have. And then next up on the Disney streaming service is going to be WandaVision, which is so Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany as, of course, okay, Scarlet Witch and the Vision. And it takes place after Endgame. They said, as Wanda's deal with the loss of her partner, the Vision, which of course he's going to come back. And I wonder if they're going to introduce Simon Williams in this series, because in the comic books he got the brain patterns of Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man, which would be cool if they introduced his character in there. That would be cool. But another thing which I didn't even really realize, they revealed that the character Monica Rambeau, who was a child in the Captain Marvel movie, was the daughter of her partner. She's going to be played by an adult by Teyana Paris. Okay, so, and we know her character, I think, becomes superhero as well. So, looking forward to that as well. Then it's going to be, and that comes out in spring of 2021. Okay, and now also, of course, the Loki one series that we heard all about, Tom Hiddleston. Okay, it's going to debut in the spring of 2021. Okay, also, and it's going to take features the 2012 version of the character in Endgame. Remember he stole the Infinity Stone, but it will take place after Endgame. Okay, and they say part of the mystery is where he's been and what he's been up to. Okay, now the upcoming Doctor Strange sequel, okay, was revealed to be called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is an insane name. Okay, and it hit theaters on May 7th, 2022. So you gotta wait 2 years for that. Well, actually, it's 2019 now, so wait 3 years. Oh, and they said Scarlet Witch is going to be in there, appear in the film too, and her series WandaVision is going to lead into that movie, so maybe Vision will be in that movie as well. Okay, it's going to be directed by filmmaker Scott Derrickson, and known for his horror work, and described it as Marvel's first scary movie. So I'm looking forward to that. I wonder if they're going to have Agatha Harkness, because I think she's the one that, in the comics, she's the one that taught Wanda how to use her powers and stuff. So I wonder if her character will be in there, which would be cool, which would be another way to kind of introduce the Fantastic Four in there as well. And then they're going to have an animated series called for What If. You remember the comic book, What If, had those wacky tales of what if happened. I remember some of those tales, and I remember some of the ones that really stuck with me, like what if the Invisible Girl married the Submariner, which that one was kind of a heartbreaking thing. And that one, I remember that one very clearly. And also, they said Jeffrey Wright that's going to debut in the summer of 2021, and Jeffrey Wright will be doing the voice of the Watcher. Because in the comic books, he was the one that introduced the story before it began and stuff. Okay, and they said a number of MCU actors will reprise their roles, so they did the voice work, which is good. And then they said there's going to be an event series, Hawkeye event series, starring Jeremy Renner, of course. Okay, it will feature fan favorite character Katie Bishop, a young protege of Hawkeye, and it's going to hit in the fall of 2021. The theme of the show will be Hawkeye, superhero with no powers, teaching someone else how to be a superhero with no powers. Okay, and then another thing which I wasn't expecting, the next Thor movie, which we found out about earlier, which is going to be called Thor: Love and Thunder, and will debut on November 5th, 2021, from the filmmaker Taika Waititi. I think that's how I pronounce that right. Who directed, of course, the last movie. Okay, and of course, Tessa Thompson is going to be in this, of course, and Chris Hemsworth, but also Natalie Portman is coming back, and they said she's become the female Thor in this, which is I wasn't expecting her to come back, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, she's going to be the franchise, as female Thor, because we know that was in the comic book that Jane Sith had to run as the female Thor. So I'm wondering how that's going to play out. Whether they'll be, she's going to, because remember he has two hammers technically right now. So I wonder if he'll give her a Mjolnir and he'll keep the other one, Stormbreaker, and then they can both be Thor at the same time, which would be cool. Okay. Anyway, and also they also announced. Kevin Feige said they said he didn't say he didn't have time to, I guess, set this up, but they have dates and stuff for this, like for Black Panther 2 and Captain Marvel 2 to talk about, but most importantly Fantastic Four. He said, in movies about mutants, which is of course X-Men. Okay, and then he also made a big announcement, and he even had the actor come on stage that Mahershala Ali will be joining MCU as Blade. Okay, which I was looking for. I know a lot of people, and me, part of me, that kind of wanted Wesley Snipes to come back and reprise his role. That'd have been totally cool. But I can understand why they went with Mahershala Ali. He's a hot actor and he's a good actor, so that's going to be cool to see him be Blade. And I wonder, because I know they're making the Morbius movie. I think Sony's doing that, right? The Morbius movie. And I would love for them to tie in Blade, because Blade is part of that universe technically. So I would love, maybe even more. I think Morbius to have a cameo in that, or maybe Blade have a cameo in the Morbius movie. That would be fantastic. That would blow my mind. Okay, to have that, because I'm looking forward to the Morbius movie, and hopefully, like I said, Blade will be a part of that, and maybe Morbius will guest in his movie and stuff. You can see them battling. But I'm, like I said, super excited for the Fantastic Four to see who they cast, and finally that Marvel will be doing it, and they can do it right. Okay, and they'll have the budget, and they won't get, and you can have the actual a strong movie with no budget concerns and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing when those gets announced. But we know Black Panther 2 is coming, and Captain Marvel 2 is coming as well. It's just a matter of when they're going to slot them in there. But we know those two movies are coming. Okay, that's just given. But I'm again super excited about Fantastic Four and the mutants coming to the MCU. Anyway, and I know I said it before in a video. I would love for them just to bring over the same actors for the X-Men, but I think they're going to recast, which is is what they're going to do. But in my personal opinion, I would love for them. But I know they're going to say, well, they would kind of stay. They were the Fox X-Men, so you don't want to do that. But I mean, come on, you have James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. I think it would be good to use those actors, because everybody knows who they are, and they're really good actors. Now you're gonna have to recast again for the third time. That's what that's what kind of would kind of suck for that. But I think they are probably gonna recast for the X-Men and stuff. So unfortunately, that is what it is. Even though I think they have really good, strong actors, just sometimes the scripts weren't all up to pat and stuff. So, but anyway, it is what it is. But anyway, MCU again, they're killing it. Yeah, with this Kevin Feige. Like I said, he's opened up this slot, and I still secretly want another Avengers movie. I do. I really do want another Avengers movie. But maybe that'll be in Phase 5. I do want another Avengers movie. That's just my personal opinion about that. I want another Avengers movie. Okay, you can have the whole new cast with with Black Panther and Captain Marvel and whatever else, Scarlet Witch and all that other stuff, Spider-Man, whatever. But I want another Avengers movie eventually. Okay, so maybe that'll be in Phase 5. But come on, I want to see Fantastic Four. When you want to see Fantastic Four versus the X-Men, be fantastic. But anyway, again, Kevin Feige and Marvel, Disney, they're killing it. You have to give them a clap and say they're killing it. You can't even argue with it. They're knocking it out of the park. And as a Marvel fan and a DC fan, I want to see both things do. And Marvel has their crap down pat, and I just worry that because Warner Brothers, they just seem to be not with their act together. Even though they hired a new guy and everything, they just seem to be floundering, not having a clear plan. I mean, you got some movies planned and stuff, but they're still floundering to get the Flash movie made. Still no announcement on Man of Steel sequel, which they definitely should do. Release the Snyder Cut, okay? Come on, okay? Come on. Now we got Batman coming. We know that's coming, but come on. Do a Man of Steel sequel, okay? You got Wonder Woman coming. We know that, okay? We know Aquaman is coming again. Okay, do a Titans. Well, you got Titans on the streaming service, but give Cyborg his movie and stuff, and you can have Titans in that and stuff in the Flash or whatever. But come on, you got so many. DC has such rich characters. They really need to, get their crap together. And I mean, when I say that, I say that with all due respect and all love. Just get yourself together. And I know you're not supposed to want to repeat what Marvel does, but at least they have a plan and they have it planned out and charted out, which is I think a good way to be. Okay, instead of doing this where we again, I don't know how many directors the Flash has went through and creative teams the Flash movies has been through. Okay, before, but hopefully the third time's the charm. I think hopefully, and they can get their crap together. And okay, and I think they should really do a Cyborg movie because Cyborg is such an interesting character. Okay, and they can tie that in with the Flash and all that stuff, and the Titans, and even with bringing Nightwing and all that stuff, which which can be part of the Batman mythos and stuff. And you got the Batman movie coming out anyway in 2021, so just and give Henry Cavill his movie, okay, and give him his Man of Steel sequel, okay, and then eventually give us another Justice League movie, okay. And we got Shazam, this first one. Hopefully, you get the Black Adam movie coming, and hopefully a movie with both of them together, and hopefully with those characters in Justice League too. So come on, give us something to chew on. Anyway, but again, this video is mostly about, of course, about the MCU Phase 4, which looks like it's going to be a killer. And again, hats off to Kevin Feige and the team for having their stuff together and giving this quality product. Okay, so anyway, let me know what you think of, and the Phase 4 of the MCU. What do you think of it? What are you most looking forward to? Okay, what do you want that's not in there that you want in there? Okay, you let me know. Feel free. You have a discussion below. And I also have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram in the description box. There's a link to my other channel, All Views and Opinions. So you check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.